All right, guys, welcome to Florida's Drinking Report. I'm your host again, Dave Boucher, joined today by Jared Wells and Abby Paradise, both from Feet Wet Outdoor Sports.
Feet Wet Adventures.
Feet Wet Adventures, sorry.
Water sports company.
Water sports company. So Jared is the founder of this company. Testing cats a little better. So, so thanks for being on today, guys. Appreciate you guys coming in and
love being here.
Talking about everything related to Florida, outdoor sports, which is one of the main things we like to do in Florida. So
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit. So the people that have not found Feet Wet yet, tell us about Feet Wet.
Yeah. So we are a local water sports company, jet ski, boats, kayaks, paddleboard rental company.
Yeah.
I'm a captain, so we do a lot of dolphin tours, sunset cruises, all different types of captain services, fishing charters, all the things. Anything you think of do on the water, we do it. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we make it up too. Some people will call us and be like, "Do you guys do snorkeling?" We'll be like,
"Sure,
yeah."
The store's right across the street.
Go to Walmart, get some snorkel gear. Do you guys do tubing? Yeah. Abby, can you go get a tube from Dick's Sporting Goods? Just kind of whatever people want to do on the water, we want to make sure we can serve them and their families. Feet Wet, we are in Jensen Beach, Stewart, and Riviera Beach, and West Palm Beach. And we're growing. So we're always looking for new places to go. But we really... what sets Feet Wet apart from other rental companies is one, you have, some of the top line equipment. Mm-hmm. And we like to say red carpet, white glove service. So we really put an emphasis on our customer service. And if you ever went on any Google, we're 5-star, 5.0 on everything. And people say all the time, the staff was amazing.
That's all about customer service, delivering that experience. Yeah, exactly.
And, big props to her. She does majority of our phones and, bookings, stuff like that. So and that's what we do. Whenever we do hire, we make sure that we find people who love people, and who love, obviously, marine work, being out on the water, who can speak intelligently about it. But really, how they say the customer is always right. We almost do that to a fault.
Yeah.
So
we do.
We know how important Google reviews are for a lot of companies.
Oh yeah, 100%. As well. So
we're willing. It's like, all right, what do you want? No gas on us. We'll give you half off. Whatever you want.
Yes, and offering some type of discount to people. It's just like you really want to make sure people are satisfied with it, and at the end of the day, just leaving them with that. They can leave thinking, wow, they really treated us like family. I want to go back and rent with them. You know, that's really what's important.
Do you guys get a lot of like your ratio of business out of town vacationers versus locals?
It's a mix of both.
It's a mix of both now. Now that we've kind of been in it almost 3 years, Feet Wet's been around, I'd say, kind of. We can get into that a little bit. Around 5-ish years, kind of, but not really operating as a real company until I took it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and you see definitely a lot of out-of-towners for sure. But you can call a lot of these out-of-towners snowbirds, so they're local in a way. They're here for 3, 4, 5 months, so they rent with us a lot. We get people who plan their vacations and they go, I've had people 5, 6, 7 years in a row that come down for Christmas. We got to book a dolphin tour with Jared. It's part of it. It's like what we do. Mm-hmm. So we get a lot of that returning, customers. But and I think because we make it a little bit personal too, because we do have a dock phone where we reach out via text for confirmations, and we kind of say it in like a fun type way, where we can carry on conversations and talk about the rental, talk about, can we bring this? Can we bring that? We'll follow up sometimes.
To like, making it like a
an
open experience,
a more personal. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, text us whenever with any questions, and we tell them that too when we.
Well, I'm sure it's too like I think a lot of people, especially doing it for the first time, it's very intimidating, right? If you've never been on the water before, driving a motor, a watercraft. I mean,
and that's like something that's really rewarding too when you have someone that comes in like, I've never driven a jet ski or I've never driven a boat before, and we're like, hey, we got you. They're all nervous, you can see it, but then after we give them the rundown of everything, they come back in, they nail the docking, they nail everything. They're like, that was like the best experience. It's like, it's just such a good feeling, really rewarding.
And I think that's something we've nailed is, our whole team, 6, 7, 8, 9 of us, that are running the docks, that We can clearly and concisely give you about 3 hours of information and about a 15-minute talk.
Yeah.
And we get really good at reading people too. So like the time when you're checking in to when you walk down the dock, we ask some pretty targeted questions, just, relationally. Like, hey, so what brings you down here? Hey, do you guys boat often? What do you do? Have you been around? Do you know these waters?
Yeah.
Not like, have you ever been here?
Yeah.
We just kind of do it conversationally. So by the time we get to the boat,
we
know exactly how to talk to them. We know exactly what to kind of cover, maybe some other things to point out, maybe spend a little bit more time on the map, or maybe spend more time on throttling and how, you can just kind of tell where people get a little antsy. And then at, the very end of it, sometimes we read people that they just really feel like you can tell that they're struggling. And then we offer captain services as well. We could say, hey,
yeah, if you don't feel comfortable,
$200, I'll take your family out. We'll have a great time. And then dad's like, let's do it. $200. Take my money, sir. I want to drink anyway. Take me to the sandbar.
Being the captain of a boat is not a fun experience.
Yeah, especially if you don't know the waters. We just went down to the Keys.
Yeah.
I've been to Island Rada like 20 times, and it's still a little bit, you're on edge.
Oh, especially down there. Like those little cuts.
Can I go this way? I don't know.
And they're marked by little 1.5 PVC of the water. So like,
we may or may not have ran aground a few times.
It's all a part of the experience.
Yeah.
But, it's so I think that's what we do. We excel in. And I think what sets us apart from everybody is that we don't do what every rental company does, is take deposits. Like, hey, we need to hold on to $1,000 while you're out, just in case you do something stupid. Then we're going to keep your money. Because, if you do that, especially with jet skis, like take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 jet skis out, I mean, that racks up to almost like $2,000 in a deposit. And that can, ruin somebody's weekend.
The ability to actually occur.
Especially when these people are on vacations, and sometimes these holds, it takes a while for it to go back into your account. So it's just like a super big inconvenience.
So what we've done is no deposits. Yeah. We just really believe in our team giving a really good talk so that, nothing bad can happen out there.
Do you, when you're reading people, do you ever get to a point of like, hey, maybe you shouldn't be driving something today?
Oh, yeah.
That's when we offer the captain service.
Understood. Yeah.
For sure.
I mean, you really can't screw up a jet ski very, very hard.
I'm
sure you guys probably seen that, but I mean, they've probably tried.
Yeah. People find a way, but for the majority, we have been really lucky. Like when you put this trust in your customers, I think already that gives them a good feeling to where like they don't want to let you down. Like they want to listen and like they want to do it the right way, And
it all comes back to the experience on how to talk to each type of people, like a Gen Z to a boomer to whatever, how you phrase things, how you tell people how you need to stay away from each other. If you just kind of keep the same vernacular for each group, it kind of gets boring and repetitive. But if you can connect on a personal level and they really like you, like, I'm not wrecking this dude's jet ski. Right. You know what I mean? So I think we do a really good job just from the jump to create a personal relationship with them, to where when we start going over like what to do, what not to do, kind of like rules or whatever, guidelines, that they really kind of listen. They're like, yeah, these guys are great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really, because sometimes like say you rent a car, like the guy's just really,
there's no personal connection
You're like,
there.
all
It's
right,
just like, I'm going to run this thing
curb, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I got insurance, whatever.
But it's really special. Like earlier today, I get a call from someone. He's still in Massachusetts, and he's like, "I'm going to be coming down, but like Jared, I remember him from last time, and I want to. Is he going to be available?" And it's stuff like that where it's like you're in a whole different state right now, and you're already planning on like, I'm going to come here. I want to rent with these guys. I remember the great experience I had. It's things like that that's just, I don't know, really, it feels really good.
Yeah, we get the same thing here too this time of year because our seasonal people come back and they know us all and they're asking, hey, what's new, what's going on, and they're loyal when they come back. And,
And I feel like as operators, owners, that's why we do what we do. When you can get somebody who will come back, create a memory, come back because it was so good and remember you by name, you're like, dude, that's why we do what we do. That's it.
Yeah, that's true.
So, feet wet, man. If you want to rent a jet ski,
boats, everything.
If anybody that owns a boat, it's a lot better to rent them a lot of times.
And that's what our customers say too.
Do not buy a boat. You know what they say? Come on, let's say it. The 2 best days of a boat owner is the day that you buy it and the day
you sell it.
That you sell it. So let us take care of the maintenance. Let us take care of the cleaning and all the stuff.
pull back in and hand the keys and walk to your car.
And we load your stuff for you.
That's a lot of customers. They say that like they'll be trying to like carry their bags to the boat. I'm like, no, I got it. They're like,
it's
oh
included.
my gosh, that's what I'm like. It's all included, and it's just so funny when people.
So you're delivering experience. Bottom line, you want to leave them with the best experience possible.
And I think why we do what we do is, born and raised, here in the Treasure Coast, Fort Pierce, and Jensen. We spent a lot of time in the Cove and Fort Pierce, but also the Stewart Sandbar. Is that we get to show off, our backyard for a living. And I think that never gets old.
There's really not a better backyard, honestly, either.
No.
Our ecosystem for
I've been a lot of places.
Pretty diverse, man.
And that's the thing, too, when people are coming from, like, New Jersey, all these up north states, and they're like, man, I got to go home to, like, -2 degrees or whatever it is that they're going home to. And I'm like, I'm looking around like, man, I'm really fortunate to live here. It's beautiful here. You can't beat it.
No. And we remind our team a lot, like, just remember, these guys are paying $400. They're dropping some cash. Like, I think about that a lot. You ever like pull out your debit card and you're paying money for something? That just means a lot because, all right, if you're going to drop like $450, to be with us, we've got to go all out.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's kind of our mindset, like remembering that each family has a story. Each family that's with us has an experience or something they're going through or whatever, and that we just need to be at the top of our game. And if sometimes something happens and you can't control or whatever, do what you got to do. Make the sacrifice. Hey, rental's on us today. It'll blow their mind. They'll end up leaving you a 5-star review just because they're blown away by the kindness. Like that investment is worth, doing instead of being greedy and trying to hang on to that and they leave you a 1-star review and whatever.
I feel like with customers, it's always like the key saying you want them to enjoy it rather than endure it.
Yeah.
You say that a lot. Like you want them to really feel like they enjoyed their experience all the way around rather than them going home like, man, I really had to endure that today.
Yeah. And we know we're one of the only companies too, really in all of Florida, that offer a 100% refund policy. Because in this work, it's you pay, and if the weather acts up or if something hinders you from going, hey, you have 6 months to redeem it. If not, sorry. But you get a lot of people, dude, we're just here for a wedding. We're not coming back to Jensen Beach, Florida. And it's like, no, we get that. Have a refund, man. Yeah. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the fight. It's really,
Yeah, and you track a bunch of rain checks all the time, and it's just like,
But you also build like, I don't know, that means a lot to a customer when you're like willing to just refund. Just hey, we hope to see you again in the future.
And how many times do you hear on the phone? Hey, well, we're going to be customers. We're coming back.
Well, it's like when you book a fishing charter or something like that. You're at the mercy of how the weather is. It could fucking suck out there, and you're throwing up on the side of the boat.
We did one in North Carolina. We paid, however much we had to pay, and the weather was terrible. The 2 times we scheduled it, and we had 6 months to rebook it, and we just couldn't make it happen, and we lost. I remember $3,000
at Cape Hatteras a few times, and you go over there, you make like the 4-hour drive from Raleigh.
Yeah.
You stay the night. You're at the dock at 5 a.m. and you're basically waiting for the captain to tell you if you're going out today or not.
Yeah.
And you turn around and drive back if you're not going out. So it's some bad experiences, and like the weather there sucks. And tuna fishing's around November every year, and the weather's not great. Yeah. So it's like you kind of pick and choose. But I mean, from so where I keep my boat at, there's a rental company there, and I've seen a lot of those customers come in. And I think they think the dock's like a backstop to stop the vehicle, because literally they'll literally just drive into the dock nose first and just bounce off of it, and they don't care if those boats there. And like I literally had one, like I was on my boat on the dock cleaning my boat, and he came running in and sort of the bow of that boat came this close to hit my head.
My gosh!
I mean, it was just like one of those things. I remember I had to put my hand out and grab the boat and push it back. So speaking of that, I mean, you guys obviously do your best to inform the customer before they're going out. What is some?
You definitely get those few.
So here's what happens: they get too much sailfish and
drinking.
I'm kidding.
No.
But there's customers that were like, man, they were awesome. Then they come back completely different. So we're not going to say everything's been flawless, but we've been in this business over myself 8 years. Abby's been with me many years. Different companies too. We have kind of foreseen stuff that can happen. So what we try to do is where we receive boats in, we try our best to make it as foolproof as possible.
Yeah.
You know,
We got fenders everywhere.
fenders, floating docks, plastic, not cement, in places. Just so if they do mess up, it's not a big boo-boo, really.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's more of a laughing point at the end of it, and just make fun of them, and they love it.
Because you do get that a lot, where like you get the people that come in like, I've owned 5 pontoon boats. I don't need you to tell me your talk. And we're like, okay.
Okay.
And then and then you're trying
Have
to get
you
them
owned
to
5 because you wrecked 4 of them? Or?
right?
That's
So
the
true.
biggest. We say to our team a lot, like the biggest red flag that goes off is when they tell you how much they know about boating.
Mm-hmm.
When they do that, spend extra time with them.
True.
Almost like just out of spite, because they don't want to hear your talk or whatever. But it's like, all right, Gary, we know you've boated 40 years in Montauk, but you've never been to the Stewart Sandbar.
Right.
So please listen to my talk.
Our water is actually shallow here.
Yes,
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying. Gary ends up on the sandbar, and then
And there's tides, and you may get stuck
they
on the
don't
sandbar.
get it. They don't get it sometimes. So we are we're patient with a lot of those Garys.
Yeah.
But but it always proves true. And sometimes after we send out a boat, we all get together. We're like, they're going to be a problem.
Yeah.
And it's usually always right.
Yeah.
The best type of customer is the one that's teachable and asks questions.
Yes.
That's almost the ones that are scared, like the first timers. They do everything perfect.
Well, they're
You know
going to be
what I mean?
cautious out there, too.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
You're really paying attention to everything. Yeah.
And I can get it. I've rented boats in many different places, and I understand, but I just let the guy talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll listen for sure. I won't be too naive or too arrogant to cut them off.
Mhm.
Because, like we said, like Island Rada we're at, like, hey, if there's some spots I need to worry about,
You want to know about them.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like, I don't care if I damage a prop, but I don't want to damage my humans on board,
Right.
by going too fast in the area and, run aground. But yeah, man, we've had our share of, we could do stories for days.
I'm sure you could, yeah.
Terrible customers.
We have a few as well, too, on our end. So, yes.
Oh, yeah. I can imagine. Yeah.
You own a business long enough, you're going to have a few of them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of it, our number one priority obviously is customer service, but safety.
Mm-hmm.
We spend a lot of time on safety and safety items and safety practices. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, the crew, the team you have there, you guys are pretty much like a family.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's, from going on the ski trip with you guys to, it's just, that's the way you guys seem to be. And that doesn't happen overnight.
We're together on Christmas Eve.
We
together,
were together on Christmas Eve. We're always, that's important to like find that time to like still hang out outside of work too.
Oh, yeah,
because work can be, sometimes me and Jared can't talk like friends would, we're in that work mode, like we're doing things for the business. So then to have that time after work where it's like, hey, that was a really busy day. Let's go reward ourselves and hang out at a pool somewhere. Let's go hang out at the beach, watch the sunset for a little bit, things like that. It keeps the team bonded and together.
There's a lot of people who, in leadership will say that's a dangerous place to be, like coach first companion. Like if I'm supposed to be their leader, I can't be too close to them because then they might not respect me or, Jared thinks it's okay, I'm close to them.
Yeah.
But I think we've done a good job to where, we respect each other just really as humans and friends.
Yeah.
So if something happens.
Well, so much of it, it's just the mutual respect. And it goes
Yeah.
back to your point about the balance of, coach versus friend and all these different types of things. It's like you can find that balance.
Yeah.
But it just
It's
goes
doable.
back to like, you have to be doing, you have to be a player coach. You have to be out there actually putting the work in too.
Yeah.
And once you do that, you can, achieve that kind of mutual level of respect for everybody.
And I would say,
You basically get everybody's back. bottom line.
Yeah,
There's a level of trust. That's
Yeah.
what it is. If you screw up, we all freaking screw up. We're
Yeah.
gonna fix it.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, you guys rent boats, we make beer.
yeah.
There's nothing we really can't fix.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true, and definitely, I feel that with Jared too. Like I could feel like I'm a friend with him at the end of a long work day. We could be friends, but at the same time, I have so much respect for him, and I do have that respect as like this is my boss. Like things he says, he has more knowledge than me, so I'm gonna respect what he says. But I know after we clock out, I can be friends with him, and the
You can
respect
make fun
is
of me.
exactly. I can clown him. He can clown me. It's okay. Not gonna report him to HR.
Reporting to
Do we have
himself.
HR?
I was gonna say he is the
I'm
HR.
HR.
People
so
say, like, who's HR?
wouldn't
You're
work
talking
out.
to him. I'm HR. So what's
Get
your
that off my
problem?
desk.
it wouldn't work out for me anyways.
That's
So you
funny.
learn to deal with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's more fun that way.
Oh,
To
100%.
create a family atmosphere, and and it kind of like we're all in this thing together. So, if we suffer, we all suffer together.
Yeah.
When we celebrate, we all celebrate together.
Everybody lives and dies by the goods and the highs and the lows.
Exactly. If something, God forbid, if a customer did run aground, we're all sitting there cringing the same. We're going through everything, all the feels together.
Yeah.
We just had to tow a boat in.
We did. Yep.
Our gas gauge wasn't working. It would say full, and when it got to 3/4, it would stop, but it would still use gas. I guess this family ran out of gas. We felt terrible.
Yeah.
But that's boats. If everyone knows boats, it can happen anytime.
But it's things like that too, where like as long as you're just quick with the communication, we went out there, still try to make it a fun experience for them. They came back so happy. Like I was sitting there on the dock worried. I was like, oh my gosh, I hope they're not like angry. They were barely even asking for a refund.
Yeah.
They were just so
we gave them like half off. Don't worry about gas.
Yeah.
And it's like they were just super impressed.
Yeah.
It's just something you can't control at all.
Yeah, this goes back to putting yourself in their shoes too, how you want to be treated.
Right.
And it goes back to a lot of things. Just treat people how you want to be treated.
Yep.
Right.
It takes care of itself
For
majority
sure.
of the time for the most part. So
it's true.
It served us well so far. So
same here.
We're gonna keep doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So that's feet wet.
That's feet wet. Yeah.
Man, how long?
Appreciate it.
30 freaking minutes in.
So transition into Sailfish. So tell me about your guys' first experience with Sailfish. Abby.
My first experience, I just remember being super hungry. I needed food. I was dying.
Which I love for you to
hungry.
say because I still meet like one person a week that still doesn't know we have food here.
Are you
It
serious?
drives me crazy. And I'm like, God, are you serious?
No,
How do you not know we have food here?
I was starving,
There's
guys.
food here.
I was
It's
starving.
really good.
So
and
good.
I was like, me and Jared were like, let's go to Sailfish and like get some quick lunch.
Mhm.
The sticky tenders, garlic knots, French fries. You cannot go wrong. That has saved me countless of times. And that's how I was first introduced to it, was just coming here, eating lunch. I didn't meet you yet at that point. And then Jared has his own story with how he got introduced to it. But
when I first came, I moved back to Florida I'm born and raised here. So I'm, through and through Treasure Coast, Fort Pierce. Moved back in 2017 and I was operating a water sports company locally in the area. And I remember coming by, I remember seeing the merch everywhere. Like
The
iconic.
unofficial uniform of Fort Pierce.
I did see the merch
and
a
I
lot,
can say
yes.
that, dude, just leaving my neighborhood this morning in tradition, there was a guy walking his dog with the Sailfish shirt with the American flag, the white one, super sick. I want that one.
I mean, look at it. How could you not
I've
want to wear
been
it?
on 3 different flights,
Mhm.
getting on the flight, and people have Sailfish hats on.
Yeah, on the way,
Oh my
on the way to
God.
the ski trip, we met
Yeah.
a family. And, no, we were in North Carolina in an elevator, and people just wearing Sailfish merch. We're like, dude,
It's so crazy to see.
I love it.
I love it too.
So very iconic, not just in this area, but really all over Florida.
Remote, yeah.
And I remember walking in, because in the humble beginnings of a business, you go door to door, pass out your flyers, and meet the owners of different places. And, can I have my rack cards here, sir? That was me. I didn't meet you. I don't know who I met. Just some bartender girl, and she's like, "Yeah, you can put them right here." And so I stayed, had a drink, and hung out. And at that point, you didn't have the pizza yet. And I remember as you got the pizza, we'd come and eat the pizza. Then you got like such a bigger menu. But yeah, I mean, we used to do taco dive a lot locally in the area, but then we started doing Sailfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taco Dive pretty much opened the same time we opened.
Yeah.
Originally down the street in the old house.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we would hit up that one. We didn't really know. Again, we didn't know that there was food here. We just thought it was like
Food. We had food pre-COVID, but during COVID, we actually took the food over. Previously, we leased it out to Big Apple.
Right,
Like a
and I remember
lease.
that.
And they had the larger, full pizza pies, and then we took it over and started doing like the crafted.
Yours is way better.
So good.
Yeah, our dough
good.
comes from them. That's the reason it's so good as well too.
Yeah.
But
The
shout out
hot
to Big Apple.
honey pepperoni
Mhm.
pizza.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Dream about it.
And the garlic knots. No, but yeah.
But the first introduction was that, and I mean, since then, I mean, it was me, Costa, Abby, just about 2-3 times a week we'd be in here, and then we would even come. I would even come by myself without them and send them pictures, and they'd be all jealous and stuff.
I would be like, "You went without me,
Yeah.
no invite." Like I was genuinely getting upset.
Because she lived right down the road. At the time.
Yeah.
And we had, where I was at before Feet Wet, we had a lot of like, I don't want to say celebrity type people, but like on Instagram, a lot of influencers we would have at our business. And our first stop would always be Sailfish. We would come here because I was just so proud of it, just because I loved it so much. And yeah, so we would bring them here, and just people, they fell in love with like the charm of like downtown Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
Once you expose people to this, it's like the last part of old Florida.
Yeah.
And it's just, once they find out about downtown, they're like, everybody I've met that I've never been here before. It's amazing.
They get like that appreciation for it.
Yeah.
And I think what sticks is the community. And I don't just say that because I'm friends with you, but I just really feel like the community that happens here on whatever level, if it's just strictly beer connoisseur people, cool. But from run club to trivia night to all the different events that you have, there's somewhere to belong at Sailfish.
Yeah.
You can come here any night of the week and like you see somebody, the show Cheers, where everybody knows your name type thing. I've been feeling that for a while. And what's funny is, I haven't met you till like 6-7 months ago, that everyone's like, have you met Dave? Everyone knows, you know Dave? You know met Dave? I'm like, no, I don't know Dave. But then like a lot of my 3, 4, 5 closest friends that, you eventually hired one, and all your ambassadors are all good friends with me. And they're all like, how have you not met Dave? And so so it's just awesome now to be, a place that I went to very regularly. And
they did the same thing to me. Like, have you not met Jared yet? I'm like, sorry, I haven't yet.
And then that's how I get lucky enough to meet someone like Dave, just from knowing someone like Jared.
And so, we hang out and we hit off, and before you know it, we're watching Miami games together on New Year's and
doing ski trips together.
Go Canes, baby!
Big game tomorrow night, so hopefully pull it off. It'll be awesome. That ski trip, by the way, was a blast.
It was really fun.
Yeah, that was.
We took a ski trip with Dave, his friends' team, some of our team.
It's like a Sailfish X Feetway.
Yeah.
Not official.
Yeah.
But just the
coincidentally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a good group, and
it was so much fun.
Had an awesome
we
house.
Had perfect weather.
Yeah, had a really treacherous driveway to get up and down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of good stories.
We had the right vehicles for it.
Yeah. We were getting lost. Like, all around where our Airbnb was, there was these signs saying like, your GPS is not working. Yeah, it's wrong. And your GPS is wrong.
We went down one road that had signs in the driveway that said your GPS is wrong.
Yes, and your GPS would just be stuck rerouting. So it's like, okay, well, I got to fend for myself now in this beach mountain.
I had a great navigator, Taylor, in the back, and she would just totally put me in the wrong direction.
Tay, love you.
She's like, I swear. I'm like, okay, well.
We're on the opposite side now.
It was fun. No. It was the way she took us was going the back way. And once we figured out it was only 10 minutes away from the house to the resort, it made sense. And we could have made it, but at the time, it's like, you've never been there.
Yeah, like, right. You don't know what you're doing.
And there was this random gate we got to that we thought we'd have to do 30 minutes around. But then we did something where we randomly guessed or pressed in buttons.
And we got in.
And this gate opened. We're like,
like, okay.
Went in this gate, and then we had to wait like forever for the snowplow to come.
But then the plow got stuck too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That was an adventure.
We finally made it to the house like 11:30 that night. Maybe nights,
But we're taking the hike up like the snowy mountain to our Airbnb. It was...
Dude, the best was pulling in because we got there first.
Yeah.
And, just seeing the look on the girls' faces. And just like, okay, well, I'm like, all right, let's give it a shot.
We're going to try.
Drive.
And Taylor's got her dog with her, too. Poor Bear.
And Shelby. She was not happy. And, and Taylor, so I'm like, guys, let's just try.
Yeah.
You're going to get stuck. Okay, let me just try.
That's when we showed up.
I'm a guy. Let me just show you I'm going to try. So I tried. Didn't get very far. We backed back down. I said, all right, well, let's huff it up there and check it out, And it was, we made it.
It was worth a shot. Dave has the GMC, the Yukon AT4. Like, if there's any vehicle that could do it.
If I had chains on the tires, it may have worked, but it was like a foot of snow.
Yeah,
I was walking up to the house though. I'm like out of breath. I'm walking up and I just see some of your guys' luggage just left behind. I'm like, oh, the lost survivors.
With snow piled up on it.
So I was like, we're not going to get a snowplow here at 10 o'clock at night. Sure enough, Shelby found one. God bless her. But, I started just making trips down. I'm like, all right, let's start getting shit up there. So my thought was, Shelby had this gigantic suitcase. Surprising.
Yeah.
I was going to get that up to the house and then empty it and then put like the food in there and stuff and like use that as a way to drag up everything. So that was my thought process. And then as soon as she told me she had the plow, I just dropped the fucking luggage on fast.
You're like, I'm done. I'm not doing this.
On our way up, we saw this abandoned luggage. We're like, we'll grab that, I guess.
I was looking at it like, did they make it in? Like,
and then make that night. We're all
like, am I gonna see boots sticking out next?
we're all tired. We're all hungry, and we think it might be a good idea to order Uber Eats Taco Bell.
Yeah. Oh, I
Did
forgot
that
about
ever
this.
arrive, by the way?
No, it
No,
never
we waited
arrived.
2.5 hours for Taco Bell, over
Pretty
$100 worth of Taco Bell.
Yes. Shout out Darla. She ordered the Taco Bell.
Never came.
It
We
never
waited
came.
till 2 a.m. and now we're all just like hungry, angry, and then we go to bed. But
Yeah.
made a
We were
good
up
story.
early the next day making breakfast. So
Oh
made a
yeah,
good
that
story.
breakfast was so good too. The sausage,
Oh, yeah.
biscuits and gravy.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
so
bacon.
good.
Bacon good.
Bacon was good. Did you do the
I
bacon?
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sausage
we all
and
had
biscuits were
our,
better.
Jared and I divide up the responsibilities
Yeah.
for dishes every morning. So yeah.
No,
All
it
the
was
biscuits were fire.
it was nice though because we're so blessed to have like this intercoastal and beachy vibe. So to like get away for a little bit to go to like the mountains and the snow. Heck, I haven't seen snow for like years. It's been since I was a kid,
And we lucked out
We
even
did.
the
and
locals
saw some like
Mhm.
incredible snow
Within a
conditions.
decade, the locals were saying it was a top 5 day.
Yeah.
Last decade.
Yeah, we were skiing. I remember it was like, oh, North Carolina Beach Mountain, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that great out.
Mhm.
That was great conditions.
It was really
Incredible.
good.
Yeah,
it was-
considering like most of the western part of the country hadn't even seen snow yet. that year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
Telluride hasn't even opened yet.
Yep.
It's like
I still think Park City still doesn't have snow yet.
yeah,
as of
that's
right now.
crazy.
Yeah, I think there's some pictures I
Hawaii
saw.
just got snow though.
Oh, I
A
didn't
blink
see
of snow in
that. I
Hawaii.
did not see that. Wow.
Global climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's not warming. It's not.
It's just changing.
Cooling.
Yeah.
Climate change is a
changing.
good word. Good word for it.
Climate change.
Ski trip. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. That was my first time skiing. I definitely was underestimating it, how hard it was going to be, but I definitely want to go back.
She's
It
like, I
was-
should snowboard first. I'm like, no.
No, skiing.
Yeah, But now that I
But
did
no,
the
I watched
skis,
so many videos.
I did all this research on snowboarding, so I was like, I can do it, guys. It's fine. But
I almost wanted her to do it just to like eat it. And be like,
humble myself a little
told you.
bit.
That's how O'Malley was when we got out there because
Yeah.
he'd never snowboarded before either. And he thought he was going to dominate it.
It wasn't-
And he just.
Yeah.
Well, Danny did a little better than him, I think.
Yeah, Danny did a pretty good job.
Shout out, Danny.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had a pretty
shout out.
we had a pretty good group there for the most part the entire trip.
It
So,
was
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
time. We definitely need to run it back.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
that's
Back.
a nice annual thing to kind of do, especially like that time between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's a good time for people to go.
Yeah.
Break free for a long
Take
weekend,
your
go knock it out.
vacation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't Brian go back the next week or 2 weeks?
Yeah,
He went
Ryan
back
and
for
Jamie went
Christmas?
back like
Did
Christmas Day actually.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
gosh,
they didn't
to
have
Beach
any
Mountain?
snow. Yeah, to that whole area, like Sugar
Mhm.
Mountain actually. So
Sugar.
it's all right there.
Yeah.
They didn't have as much snow. I think it snowed the day they left. They said, but it still was pretty cold. they said.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we loved it.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
Even
it's-
that, like the people I got to meet on
Mhm.
that trip, it was really a good time.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you haven't gone skiing, go skiing.
Definitely need to. It's worth it.
And,
you might
yeah.
fall a bit, be scared, but it's
It's
worth
not a
it.
bad drive from North Carolina. So
No,
yeah, and you guys
no.
flew up and
Yeah.
Yeah, we flew. Yeah.
We did fly.
We
yeah.
dropped about $700 on that rental, but we got a car like yours. We got
Yeah.
the
We had to
brand
get
Glad
the
you did,
Yukon.
so yeah.
You had
Yukon
to.
Denali.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you had to
It was
get-
worth it because
Mhm.
first they had us in a Durango or something like.
It was like
I don't know.
some type of just
No,
SUV.
what's the Hyundai one? Santa Fe.
Okay.
Mhm.
They had us in a Santa Fe. We're like,
We can't
Okay.
make it up this mountain. Like,
And he's like, well, I do have. Last thing I have on the lot is a brand new Denali. Yukon.
Well, I think Brian and Jamie rented a Highlander or something like that, and the one they got was like the
Had
tires were
bald tires.
bald and like
oh my god.
yeah,
are you
and, poor
serious?
Brian's trying to. It could have made it up the hill, but like the tires are just spinning.
Oh
yeah,
my
just no
God.
traction at all. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, it was not going to work. So yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta say, we balled out.
We
like,
did.
It was, it wasn't too tough to get around.
Mhm.
The conditions were terrible, but shout out GMC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
Makes
Got
a good
us through
vehicle.
it all.
Yeah,
Hashtag ad.
Even at one point, cars, like on our way to the airport leaving, cars were pulled over on the side of the road. Jared was like, what's going on? Everyone's like, we're just so scared. Jared's like, let me see what this Yukon
Yeah.
has in store.
Yeah,
we got
that's,
right through.
yeah. I don't think I used 4-wheel drive that much really when we were driving around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-wheel. There you go.
It's definitely an experience.
So, your exposure to Sailfish. What are your guys' favorite beers?
I'll start. Double Sunrise.
I was
for
going to
me.
say, this is my first time today. I got blessed to try the double sunrise. I've had just the regular sunrise, but this double sunrise is
Because Sunrise
really good.
is kind of the staple, I'd
Mhm.
say for sure. Everywhere we go, man, like within the last, couple of years, I do a lot of traveling between Miami and here and even up north, but like everywhere I go, Delray, I mean, everyone has Sailfish.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere. So, and I'm like, I didn't even know you at this point. I'm like super proud. I'm like, Sailfish is my.
Yeah, it's just, we got a lot of roots, ties and
yeah.
roots to the area, and we built it like we talked about community based.
Yeah.
And that's how we've been successful.
Yeah.
And continue to be successful. It's just be more involved.
Yeah,
it's just so
and it's always everywhere. And so we got Sunrise, but then they came out with the double Sunrise. Which has the pineapple hint, and I'm a big pineapple guy.
And most people that have told me they don't like double IPAs, like I like that one now.
Yeah,
it's so good. Yeah. It's like you could taste.
A lot of
the
times they're
citrus
boozier, but like that pineapple just really cuts it.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, so I'd say for me, double Sunrise with the pineapple hint.
Yes.
Close second, Tag and Release, and then third would be Light Tackle.
Okay. Light Tackle.
Light Tackle is like
the
sandbar type.
Tag's like I love it's one of those beers you forget how much you like it.
Yeah.
And I won't have it for months, and I'll have a Tag. Like, damn, it's a great.
Yeah, it's good.
Love this beer.
I like it with meals.
Yeah, it's a good barbecue drink.
Yeah.
It's a good. It's a good, just nice amber ale.
And I'd say that the sandbar staple is definitely the White Tackle.
I was gonna say when it's like a hot day and you have one of those that's cold, you crack it open.
Yeah.
It is
I would
so
say
refreshing.
Light Tackle is what you drink on the boat while you're fishing. Sunrise is what you drink when you come back.
Yeah.
That's
a good way of putting it.
That's your way to do it, because you can't drink a bunch of sunrises while you're on the boat all day.
No.
Oh man.
No,
you'll not make it very long.
idea.
Yeah, especially when you're driving. So yes.
Yeah. Well, even when we took our Keys trip and you sponsored us, thankfully, and I was just on the boat drinking these because they're so good when you have them nice and cold and you're just sitting on the boat. And after the end, I was like definitely stumbling a bit. I'm like, what was the dock moving like that, or is it just me?
No, I was driving. I didn't partake.
Yeah. He was the
I was responsible
DD.
on the entire trip.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely not condone drinking and driving, especially boating.
But if you're a passenger, have at it.
Always have on the boat.
Sailfish.
Exactly. Sailfish is the way to go. But no, the Sunrise and the double Sunrise, it's really good. I'm really enjoying this.
I would say the merch, guys. Man, I got about 15 shirts, just about in every color.
Yeah.
Again, before I was like even friends with you, my cousins come down from Atlanta 2-3 times a year. We go fishing with Captain Bo out of Pull and Drag Charters out of Little Jim. But we always come to Sailfish every single time, and they restock up on all their merch. I sent you a bunch of pictures from us hunting in Atlanta. All the cousins were wearing all our Sailfish gear and hats, and it's just funny. Like it's when you see, it's like Jackson, my little cousin, or my cousin's like son. He's like 10 years old. He's at like a graduation. He has like his graduation thing, but he has a Sailfish shirt on under it. It's just Sailfish. Amazing. He just he loves the gear. It's pretty iconic, and it's just cool that you can wear something that's very stylish, but also with pride, because born and raised in Fort Pierce. It's just cool to have something to represent.
Clean, simple, and just represents. That was the whole idea behind it, was eventually get to the point of just seeing that flag alone, that logo. You'll know what it is.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're getting pretty close to being that.
Oh, yeah.
To this point,
and it's kind of like a sports team. I'm a big Steelers fan. And when anywhere I'm at, especially in Florida, you'll see like a random guy with the Steelers hat. Automatically, I got something in common with him. Yep. I'm giving him a hug. We're talking about the Steelers. But I feel the same way with Sailfish. Like when I see a Sailfish hat or a shirt, I beeline to them and be like, hey, man, you from Fort Pierce?
It's like this community.
Sailfish? Yep. And it's like, you feel like you're a part of a team almost.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I see that.
So it's like, oh, we got something in common. Sailfish, they know what's up.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I always, when I see, randoms in public with Sailfish gear,
there's a lot of randoms out there.
Yeah, I go up to them and introduce myself.
But that's what's cool, because then you meet all these people, you never would have met this person before, but you see this one similar interest that you have.
Get like these texts from people, photos of people they see like in the Caribbean or like on a plane or traveling just all over the place. And it's just like, it's nice to see that.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause it's something that it's not just us putting a logo on some random shirt. It's stuff you want to wear.
Right.
And that's
exactly.
the whole bottom line of it all. It's like good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Shout out to Varsity Sports and Chrissy over there, since been doing merchandise since the inception of Sailfish. So
yeah.
It's really awesome.
Job, so.
We need to do a segment of like where's Sailfish today, or like whatever. Like on like Wednesdays, people submit like Sailfish, shots and like in the mountains
we're
somewhere.
On the Sailfish today.
Yeah, we're in the world of
right.
Sailfish, because we see Chelsea out there and Puerto Rico.
Oh yeah,
with the Sailfish gear. And,
Heck yeah.
So yeah, you can get some like shots from anywhere.
Out in the mountains with the Sailfish. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool. So we're kicking off a new year, 2026. What are you guys looking forward to this year?
Just can't wait to see, again, with our business, like the potential with it growing even more. Yeah. We just reopened at Marriott. So I just can't wait to see how that's going to do for us this year. I'm feeling like it's going to do really, really good. Meeting a bunch of people, and of course,
it's a great Marriott.
Yeah. It's great. Right by the sandbar too. You get a lot of traction with everyone that's staying at the Marriott. So it's going to work out really well. And I'm just excited to see where that goes.
Yeah. I'd say that too. Just, after coming out for 1 year, this last year, just all the stories, memories, just from good experiences to, the troubling customers, it's all fun at the end.
It's funny after you're done with it.
The moment it might be stressful.
The memories, just, doing a whole other year of memories with, what you feel like is family. And just, back to the Marriott, that's kind of like our birthplace where we started. And and there's a lot of people in Stewart that are in Indian River Plantation area in general too, that are just like, we're so glad you're back. Because, if you guys don't know, the marina was compromised and, they had to condemn half of it. Then the North Dock was falling apart. So they just completely, demolitioned it and rebuilt it in about a year and a month. Like, it was quick.
Yeah.
Very well done. And, so we got to move back in. And
that's great. Congrats.
Yeah.
And we just kind of picked up where we left off. Business hasn't, it didn't feel like we had to re-incubate the area and, go do rack card.
Coming back home pretty much.
Oh, just dude,
it's just
they're back.
right
the
back,
word has gotten out, organically.
Like they were waiting for us.
Yeah. Back. We would get calls. You guys back at IRP yet?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, not back yet.
Yeah.
So it's good to be back.
And it's good to know that you had people waiting for you to be back, that you were going to come back to like this loyal clientele that
that's the whole thing is it's your backyard. And
exactly.
That's where you want to spend your time and your focus, your efforts at. And just own that backyard. That's what it is all about.
It's true.
We do the same thing on our end too. It's like, people are always like, oh, you out of Florida yet? I'm like, no, we really want to be.
Right.
I'm pretty happy with where we're at. So if anything, we're going to pull back more.
Yeah.
And just continue to focus on our backyard. That's, to me, that's how we're going to be successful. We can control more that way too.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest challenges in our industry is we don't control a lot once you get outside the restaurants. And the closer you are, the more you can control it.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest part of what we're trying to do and create those, continue to deliver awesome experiences to people, badass opportunities, to expose them to the beer and create that connection. It's like, listen, people have a lot of options out there, and you want to be able to give them a reason to pick us over somebody else, and that's kind of what we have always focused on doing. Is just that. What's the differentiator? It's us.
Yeah.
People can buy their beer from anybody. They buy it because of us.
And I feel like people come for the taste of the beer because it's incredible, and they stay for the relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. There's days like when you're trying to get people to try your firstborn, which is like when we're just trying to. Yeah. You said door to door, put your cards out. We're door to door selling beer.
Yeah.
Still are sometimes, but you're like, at that time you're walking around with a growler, and hey, will you try my beer? And like it's literally trying to get people to buy your firstborn. It's just like when you get that, no one wants to get a chance on you because you're still
so new,
and all the challenges. But the people that did take a chance on us earlier on are the people that are, they'll be loyal. I'll be loyal to them for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah,
they trusted us, and they continue to trust us.
Yeah, right.
And like they can. Most of those guys have my phone number because it was me selling the beer initially.
Yeah,
and they know they can call me, and I will drop what I'm doing and take care of them.
Oh,
things happen,
And I think, how a business or a company begins, like with those. The roots at the very beginning when it wasn't sexy to wear Sailfish and all that stuff. Like, if you could go behind the scenes of, me and my little flip flops walking to these different places, like, you feel so dumb at the time, then it takes off. But I think that's also when someone, starts at the beginning, and it's really respectable too.
Yeah.
That's something I've always not prided myself on, but in leadership, I really believe in servant leadership, and my faith is big for me. I'm a Christian, And what Jesus always modeled was servant leadership. He's like, I'm not going to ask you to do something I'm not willing to do myself. And then when
100%.
Jesus, in John 13, gets down and washes the disciples' feet, because that was customary in the time, to wash feet before you walked in. Jesus, the Savior of the world, is like, here, I'll wash your feet for you.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like been my model of leadership. It's like, kind of with them, I'll say, hey, would you rather deep clean this boat or go scrape barnacles off this boat? What would you rather do? Deep clean. All right, I'll go scrape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not, above any sort of task or chore or whatever. But I think that speaks volumes to people. And I think, customers see that as well. It's like, Dave's still out here.
I mean,
Dave's still rocking.
Selling. I mean, I love getting out there selling.
And I think
to me, it gets the juices flowing again.
Yeah.
I don't do it as much anymore, but I love doing it.
And I love the other day, I was waiting on Dave. I forget where we were meeting. We were meeting somewhere. Like, hey, man, sorry, one of my bartenders was a little bit late, so I was, slinging beer up front. And
I was
dude, I
freaking
loved it.
Yeah, I mean,
I miss it, man. I loved it so much.
It's so nice to you forget how much you like engaging with people.
Yeah, it's true.
And just having those conversations. And I met a nice couple that had just came back on their boats, and they had traveled from, I don't know, say Rhode Island down the coast and stopped on the way, and Fort Pierce was the final stop. They're hanging out here for 3 months and go back.
Cool.
So it's like, I don't know, just that kind of stuff. Like, I love doing that kind of stuff.
It's cool, and just talk to people, see what they're doing.
I'm a terrible bartender, by the way, but I'll talk to you forever. So.
Hey, you know what? They probably really enjoyed the conversation.
What I've learned in captaining and being on sunset cruises or dolphin tours, people just want somebody to listen. It's almost like free therapy in a way. I don't try to give them too much advice. I just listen to them.
But it goes back to experiences. People come there for the people.
Yeah.
Especially when you have the same people over and over again.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier, is Jared there? That kind of stuff. When people are calling. That's a huge connection. You make that personal connection with people. And we've had a lot of people that worked for us in the front of house and back house for a very long time. I mean, Dave, our head brewer, is going 10 years.
Yeah.
Taylor's 8 years. A lot of people have been with us for a long time, and especially the front of house staff. And our customers remember them. They come back season over season. And, they remember their drinks and what they like to drink. And they always come back. Hey, you had this here when I was last time. I said, oh, you mean this? And it was good conversations.
Yeah.
And, they made a connection and remembered that.
Yeah.
Right.
That person, remember they drank.
Yep.
So,
and I think that's why we click, is because we sell experience and not a product necessarily.
Yeah.
Cool, the beers, whatever. Yeah. It's wherever we're done. Our boats are cool, whatever, top of the line. But, we want to sell that experience. We want to get to know you, be friends with you, have a relationship with you. And, it's just really cool, the people you meet from all over the world. And I'm sure you guys too, because, we are in a tourist type town.
Yeah.
That you meet people from all over, and it's just so awesome to see people come back, to see people leave reviews.
Oh yeah.
And again, and it's all organic and natural. We coach it, but it's not like we're doing it just to we're not faking it,
right?
Type thing. You know what I mean? And so that's something that when we do hire, we find people that really do enjoy people.
Yeah,
you have to.
Because you don't have to be you really don't have to be knowledgeable about water. Because one of our guys, Evan, when we first hired him, never parked a boat in his life, and may or may not have wrecked into another boat.
He tells me about that.
Irrelevant. But I knew Evan was so good with people.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good with people. He could talk to the wall for an hour.
Yeah.
And so that's, you can coach the other stuff.
Yeah.
But you can't coach passion for people or compassion.
Yep.
And so whenever we do hire, we just look at people who are compassionate, that, that really do want to provide an experience, but also you have a compassion for the people, not just looking at the, the bottom line or how much we bring in today.
Well, that's the thing. There could be so many boat rental companies, or it could be so many different beers, that you could buy from wherever, but it's about that experience that you're also providing on top of whatever product you're providing them as well. But it's that experience and the community that you're building within it, that, we were saying earlier, that family type of relationship that you're building just off of maybe an hour tops interaction,
Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on today.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having
Good way
us.
to kick off 2026. Having some awesome people on, talking about some cool stuff we do in Florida. And, we grew up on the water down here. And,
yes, sir.
that's why we're, called the brewery Sailfish.
Yeah.
We're down here fishing. So, yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, really appreciate you guys being on. Cheers to a good 2026 for you guys. Hope it continues to go well. And, yeah, thanks again.
Do you got any events coming up?
Yeah, so
let's hit them with the events.
I will be at Bingo Monday.
Okay.
I'm going to be at that.
Bingo is competitive. So
I can be
Bingo Monday or Thursday?
It's
Bingo's Monday. Trivia is Thursday.
Trivia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo crowd. Trivia is okay. Bingo crowd is competitive.
I want to be there for Bingo.
Get here. I think it's Bingo starts at 6 or 6:30. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's competitive, and people get here early to get seats. So just
people get here early.
Seats? Yeah. It's a legit.
There's gonna be lines at the door, guys.
Well, I mean, for trivia, the Christmas trivia we came to, there was like 44 teams or something.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my gosh,
there was a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I wasn't able to make it to that.
Yeah, the theme trivias work out really well. Yeah.
I want to go.
And I don't care what you say. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's definitely not. We got 0 out of 10 questions on Die Hard, but it was fun. And yeah, like I said, when you're here, you feel like family. And, we'll continue to come. We love coming.
No,
I love coming here. Been coming for years.
Yeah,
even before I knew you.
I appreciate that. We have Soup War coming up. So Soup War is a contest that we do internally, where our staff all makes a soup and we vote on it internally.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the winner gets to serve their soup on the actual day, January 24th, to the customers.
So cool.
And we do a beer and soup pairing that day. It sells that. It's done by 2 on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
it's gone that quickly.
It's a cool
then after that
too.
is pretty much St. Patrick's Day, our block party we do every year. So it's going to be March 14th this year, the Saturday before St. Patrick's Day. It's always a great block party. I mean, it's a drinking holiday.
Right.
Like last year, I almost cut my fingers off. So spent the good part of that day in the ER in Longwood. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did
That's where
you
I was
do?
born.
Yeah. Well, I just I was carrying something I shouldn't have been carrying.
Yeah.
And didn't realize it was already loaded with kegs.
Oh.
And went to go lower it down and didn't realize how heavy it was. And then went to drop and I pulled my hand out just in time where it just scraped the pads off instead of cutting my fingers off.
Oh my god!
So it's one of those moments though where, if you know me, I contemplated just wrapping it around duct tape. Because I was like, I don't have time for this shit right now.
You're like,
I gotta keep working. And then like the guys out there was like, no, you need to go to the hospital. I'm like, fine, all right. So, meanwhile, I almost passed out with the amount of blood coming.
Yeah,
like,
right. Like your limbs are hanging, phalanges all hanging down.
The best was the cop that was out there came to the hospital with the other part of my finger in a little styrofoam to-go thing with ice on it. Walking around the hospital, the ER, asking, hey, is anyone missing a finger? And I'm like, that's me.
That would be me.
They put it back on?
No, the pad portion, they said that you couldn't sew it back on because it would just like shrivel up.
Did it mess up your hands?
Oh, yeah. You can see it's all numb right there. You see, like, this is the one that really got the majority of it going. This one they stitch back. You see the stitches there? But this one, the entire pad.
It looks like, almost like
so this is like,
flat.
Yeah, it's like.
Wow.
You can't feel it?
No.
Dang.
Pretty sure I don't have a fingerprint anymore on that finger either, so yeah.
That's crazy.
Oof. Yeah.
I know, that made me like cringe.
Oh, trust me, I see the picture still. I'm like, oh god, that was a terrible experience. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, guys, thanks again.
Yeah, thank you.
Cheers to this coming year, and I wish you guys all success and appreciate you guys being on today.
Same to you.
Cheers. This ain't my drink, but
I don't have anything in my drink.
Thanks, guys. Until next time, check us
cheers.
out on YouTube, Instagram, anywhere you guys can watch podcasts at. We're there. Florida's Drinking Report brought to you by Sailfish Brewing Company. Thanks again.